what I'm saying is a lot of these public servants are not humanitarians. Now, I'm a proponent of if you are a public servant, if I could do it my way, if you are running for a public office, president, senate, house of representatives, Congress, whatever, you got to be an individual that is a humanitarian. You must have done.
You gotta be a good person
in your community. Like you must have been out there actually working in those shelters, working in. These are not those individuals. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day,
real individuals be greedy people.
I'm just gonna let God do His thing, man.
Exactly.
Like, cause at the
that's
end
a good
of the day,
point.
I'm gonna do my research. Like even today, I'm an early vote. I was gonna early vote today, and I decided I was like, you know what? Let me sit back and have me and my homegirl, when she's a lawyer. Her and I were just sitting back. We were like, look, we just want to research everything. Like all these judges, like that's important. Right. That's important. There's a lot of people getting real time and other things for bullshit. And that's it's unfortunate.
Like throwing niggas away, not giving niggas a fair
So
shot.
we gotta get involved. Like, we gotta understand these roles. I was talking to, like I said again, Brian Swan, District 4 Board of Education nominee. He said there's a lot of positions in the local on the local level. In the local, county, state level, that no one is even trying to do. That affects you here and now. It affects your children, it affects your cousin, it affects your grandmother, it affects your mother. If people aren't doing it, so these positions go vacant for years, and someone got to get appointed. And oftentimes, sometimes people who have political aspirations, they don't care about the community. But the point of emphasis here is that vote because it's more than just a presence. Secondarily, we gotta get more involved. We have to become more politicized. We gotta get more involved.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody get out there, go vote because it's a bigger picture than just
be involved.
The president is going to be
involved. At the end of the day, your community.
I agree with him. I agree with him a lot.
In the community, like, we all gotta find our way. It's not a perfect fit. Everybody's not. It's not an easy thing to do sometimes.
But see, me, I don't wanna. Me personally, I don't wanna place that vote for the president. And if I go into the booth, I'm gonna have to vote for everything. They're not gonna let me only just go in there and vote for what I want to vote for and then walk out.
I don't know. I think you can not vote for it.
Nah, shit. They gonna ask you who you got to.
I don't know.
It's not going. It's not. Cause I remember when I voted for Obama. I voted for Obama because they had me caught up in the whole Black history thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a very spiritual man myself, and I felt betrayed for real when Obama did that. You know, like when he passed gay marriage. You know
all right, now, so that's a whole nother thing. But, all right,
I felt betrayed.
But not here. You might feel betrayed.
I didn't vote you in to do that.
But hold on. But
like that's crazy.
But here's the thing. That group, those individuals that identify with that LGBT,
and I felt like it was an insult.
No.
Bush didn't need the gay community to get votes.
Again,
Donald Trump didn't need the gay community.
Again,
why the hell Obama need the gay community?
Remember, they came to him organized. This
But why him though? Why they ain't come to Bush organized or Trump organized?
Because the Republican Party is the party.
Why they choose the black man to try to play with?
It's not the black man. Typically, it's the
That's how I feel though.
The Republican Party has always been pushed as the Christian, the real Christian, the family oriented,
Catholic,
pro. They're not pro-life. They're usually not pro-life. They don't believe in abortion.
Catholic.
Now, why did Trump pass is a whole other ballgame because again, the underlying thing that we realize with Trump being elected, I think personally, is that there is there was a covert racism that existed for a very long time because of the middle class and all that other stuff. A lot of people were hiding their racism, and I think with Obama winning those two terms, I think a lot of people were just like, you know what? Like, we've been chilling all this time.
They have me caught up on black history.
That's like a blessing of the skies of Obama's presidency. But here's the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that at the end of the day, we have to become more politicized and we have to start locally. You got to start where you at and then go up. Voting allows you to do that, but then you also have to vote in the midterm elections because you got to understand the House and the Senate passes the laws that any president put before them. The president can only do presidential directions. They can put laws before the Congress, but then the House and the Senate.
You gotta remember, people can still be bought too.
No, it's not about them being bought, but now here's the thing.
Think
if
about
you're voting
the
people that can't be bought, you're good.
All right, there you go.
So that's why we gotta get involved.
That's why we
gotta get involved because you
So that way we could put good people in the positions that's going to do good things.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't even vote, so those people keep being, they like 8-term senator, 7-term.
Yeah, and they just going with the bullshit.
Exactly.
Instead of putting a good person in the office that can actually say no and change something, do something different.
But the last point that I'm going to make is this. As I was talking about the pt2, they are organized, they came together. That's why what Ice Cube did with the contract with Black Americans was so important, because people won't criticize it because he's not like the political genius or whatever, but he reached out to other people who are intelligent enough and who have the resources, or more importantly, the knowledge, etc., to craft that contract with Black America to address Black specifically. American descendants of Black slaves, but slaves, but more importantly, just Black issues before, and it's still a working document. But the most important piece of it is this: if Black people can look at that contract and say, "I support this," and we all support it together, we can come together. Then we can create. We got the Congressional Black Caucus, we have these other groups, but now when we put our money together, we can put our money together and go to one particular candidate, or go to a candidate and say, in order for you to get our vote as a Black, Black group, you need to implement these things in the contract with Black America,
etc., etc.
And now Black issues are addressed at one time, and it's backed by the money. You cannot take
Man,
financing.
we need unity and we need money. But the Black people that's in power with the money ain't unified with us. They unified with them.
They're covert. A lot of times they're not out front with it. They get them another beer. Get them another one. But yeah, no, something like what I'm saying. Sometimes I look, Magic Johnson, or let's say Jay-Z. Jay-Z's a billionaire. Do we want Jay-Z out front? Think about that for a second. If Jay-Z had, no. The thing is, you say yeah, but you gotta understand.
Jay-Z can, because he's a powerful man, he can make a lot of changes. He can make shit happen.
This is the thing. Sometimes you don't want to find fears out front. Why? Because they're getting money. They can support the
because listen, Jay-Z is a billionaire, and he has $1 million investments with powerful people that he rubs shoulders with. But he can't do them things.
But
he got $1 million partners.
But you understand, it's like this, right? You want to put the people. Jay-Z's not going to.
He don't want to rub them the wrong way.
So, but he can finance it. So you don't need Jay-Z to be out front. You just need Jay-Z to put up that chicken for the person who can be out front. Hence what I said with Trump. You don't need Trump to be the money man. You can put the money man behind Trump because Trump will be the face of whatever they want.
Trump is the money man too, and the face. Look, I'm gonna tell you some real shit.
That nigga went, he filed for bankruptcy a million times.
Don't let that fool. Don't let that bankruptcy shit.
No, but that's my point. It's a strategic move.
I'm about to say that's a finesse move.
But that's what I'm saying. So you think he's going to pay for his own fight? He's going to pay for his own campaign? Absolutely not. Because he knows he's working for it. Trump is the businessman. He's like, yo, look, I know you. Matter of fact, he knows most of that dirt. So he's probably like, no, you need to pony up.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And you know, this white man is arrogant too. He gonna look at you like, who you think you talking to? Who you think you playing with?
I don't know who's gonna win. That's all I'm saying. But I'm just gonna trust in God that whatever God wants to happen will happen.
My man is sharp, and he's giving you the correct information, right? Me, I'm gonna give you a little bit of my opinion, how I feel. You feel me? But I'm gonna throw some facts in there too, though. You know what I'm saying? And the one fact that I could throw in there is that they need that man is in office because they need him to be the way he really is.
Oh, I agree with that. I think so.
Donald Trump is a distraction. I try to say to him all the time, the man doing this, doing that, it's a distraction. The man tweets more than rappers do. The man tweets more than actors and rappers. I'm like, yo, Donald Trump is a distraction, bro. Because you know how they say that the president is a puppet, right? No matter who he is, he's a puppet. But I believe Donald Trump took that position because he was tired. I pulled up some old videos of Donald Trump on his politics shit. Donald Trump, he was never satisfied. And he was pissed at the whole Obama thing. I'm telling you, He was
Nah,
never
he was
satisfied.
trolling, man. That nigga was pissed.
The nigga, he was never
Listen,
satisfied.
Trump ain't pissed. Trump,
He said a couple years ago that he could have run the country better, that he was going to go for president. And now look, he's president.
you gotta understand.
He
Listen.
predicted it. He said it.
All right, look, again, I said
The man is
12,000
powerful.
lies. If you're a liar, what can you believe for real? Listen, he wanted to be president. He's a power person. He wants power.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I don't care if I tell you, look, he can lie to you in your face and you can say whatever, but as long as he got the power, he's satisfied. That's the means to his end. He will lie.
And the people that's backing him.
So what I'm saying is, he wasn't, man, listen, that dude gonna say whatever he gotta say to put the spotlight on him because he don't care.
He don't care.
He has an ego, but at the same time, he's ego-less. Like, he doesn't mind.
And think about this. Think about this.
He would never say, I'm sorry.
Think
He's just
about-
gonna make it seem like whatever he said was what he meant the first time.
Think about the distraction he puts out there and what's going on behind the scenes. The stupid drama this man puts out there that grabs the people's attention. People be talking about this shit for weeks, the things he do, the things he tweet. It's like a distraction while in the background they taking over countries and starting wars and like
Listen, bro. Like, listen, we all know to do. Listen,
And
we
look,
all
look,
know
look.
somebody in the hood or somewhere. That motherfucker just be
look,
talking.
let me throw a little conspiracy in there, right? My man showed me this right on my job. Let me throw a little conspiracy in there, right? A $20 bill. He showed me on a $20 bill that the president on the $20 bill is wearing a mask.
You're bugging.
I swear, look, he folded the
On a new 20.
on
right?
a new 20. Listen, on a new 20, he folded it up, and George Jefferson wearing a mask. Jefferson wearing a mask.
Listen, I'm gonna go look this shit up right here. That gonna make me Google
Oh,
this
thank
shit right
you.
here. I'm supposed to be on
Bro,
it.
he did it right in front of me with the 20 on my job. I was at work. He pulled me to the side and he folded up the 20. And like, it's all a plan. These white supremacists. Listen, I'm gonna throw a little conspiracy in here. Listen, the government is not controlled by the government. You understand what I'm saying? The government is controlled by the Federal Reserve, which is the people who fund the government, which is the money. So pretty much it's just to make it simple, long story short, the people who have the money control the government. Because it's the money that controls the government. Just to
I'll
make
just
a
say
long
this,
story
follow the
short.
money.
Yeah,
Follow the
exactly. Make a long story short, follow the money. Because the money is what's running America. It's what's running the government. It's what's running the world. The people who got the money. They calling the shots because what they say, every man could be bought. See, you gotta just think out the box for a second. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying? We can control things. You can put who you want in office. You can put the most righteous man in office. If I bring him, if I bring him a couple million, I offer this man a couple million, think he wouldn't see things my way? See, just like they say,
See it or just do things your way.
do things my way.
You don't care about if you see it, you gonna do it.
Exactly. So I'm a spiritual man too. Like you said, I'm a spiritual man too. God is everything. And if you ain't got God, I don't want no parts of it. But for real, if you ain't with God, you against him. And you against me, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Period. I would never take my eyes off of you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because if you a person like that, you're capable of anything.
Exactly.
And I don't trust you. I'm keeping eyeballs on you the whole time. I can't you don't like it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a God-fearing man. And this shit that's going on, bro, it's like we gotta lean on him. Only God can save us, right? Only God can save us. But we gotta meet him halfway, and we gotta unify. We gotta unify.
We gotta, that is,
We gotta meet him halfway and unify.
at the end of the day, that is what I believe. Black people in general just have to find a common bond, a common thread. We're not monolithic, but we have to find a common thread that affects us all and everybody. And it's gonna cause those that are probably more well-to-do to be able to kind of bend in certain areas, and gonna cause us, those that are not doing so well, to bend as well. But we gotta remember that we're only as strong as our weakest link. So we got to fix the weakest link.
You know what that means too? That means don't ever look down on nobody.
Absolutely not.
That means if you see a person that's down, you bring him up. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So if the link is weak, we come together to make him strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Man Time TV. Me and my man, we can do this all day because this is what sharp minds do. Iron sharpens iron. It's Man Time TV. Go view my man podcast.
Putting In Podcast. Check us out at puttinginpodcast.com. Hit us on IG at @pintap_podcast. That's at PINTAP_podcast. Got a lot of great content. We just want to know more about what we got going on. Honestly, you know, we talk about everything, current events, pop culture, you know, music, a whole bunch of things, but one of our central focuses is on relationships and the dynamic between men and women.
Me too.
Have a lot of good energy on that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of good conversations, as I just said. One of my most recent conversations related to, we had Brian Swan, District 4 Board of Education nominee, and we talked about education. We here in PG County, and he was telling me real stuff about, you know, it's a county that's managing a $2 billion budget, and
That's ridiculous.
63% of the children that are going to school out of 136,000. You didn't even know that. 136,000 students in PG County. 63% of them are free reduced lunch.
So that means that money going in their pocket.
So you gotta no. So he's telling us like we gotta understand, like when we start talking about the school system and budgets and everything else, like we gotta understand where this. So I ended off with saying that one of the things that I learned from the interview is the value and the importance of the board. A lot of times as a parent, we focus on the principal, the teachers, the counselors at the school, but we don't really know what the board is responsible for or what the board can do. And what I really learned in that interview is that you need to address your concerns and focus on the board. Like he said something to me that was very profound that made me understand the difference. He said a principal can call and say, yo, my school is too cold, right? The HVAC system is bugging. It's so cold in the school. But if he, as a board of education member, walks in school and makes the same call and says, the school is too cold, things get changed.
Exactly.
So everybody who's a parent, you got a niece, a nephew, a cousin who's going to school, like you got to understand what the role of the board of education plays. And we got to start addressing our concerns and making sure they go there and making sure that we elect the right ones. But outside of that, you know, our content is focused on that, you know what I'm saying? Good content, good education, but definitely dope, good vibe between two guys and a man.
That's good content right there. Everybody go check that video out. My man gave you the info. Go check that out. Go look that up. People who got kids need to know these type of things. With kids in school, go look that up. Go check that podcast, that interview out. My man, it's Man Time TV. This won't be the first, won't be the last. Don't forget to check me out. I'm coming on that podcast.
He got me on politics today. I was thinking we was gonna talk some other man shit.
You already know.
It's all good.
We on Man Time. You know, politics is just what's real, man. The movement and what's just real out here right now in our lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Unity and just this politics.
Exactly. So,
Man Time TV though. My man, appreciate you coming on the show.
facts.
We out.
That was good.